I'm keeping an open mind, and I think the best thing for all of you is to keep an open mind as well. A great nation like the United States of America collapsing, it's possible, but happening within the next year, I don't think that'll happen. But I'm going to keep an open mind to it because it can happen. I mean, what helps make up a country is how its citizens behave on a political, social, and economic level. And if we don't at least try to see eye to eye on all three of those levels, then the country is pretty much doomed. But I don't want to sound too gloom and doom in that regard. I think that the U.S. can make change and can do right for itself. But French political scientist Emmanuel Todd did predict the downfall of the Soviet Union 15 years before it happened, and people ridiculed him for the same thing. And he's not the first political scientist to predict these kinds of cataclysms. And as you can see with the Soviet Union, it did collapse within itself. And this is just part of the article that sxephil gave us in the URL from his original video. He predicts, and when I say he, I mean Igor Panarin. He predicts the economic, financial, and demographic trends will provoke a political and social crisis in the U.S. When the going gets tough, he says, wealthier states will withhold funds from the federal government and effectively secede from the Union. Social unrest, up to and including a civil war, will follow. The U.S. will then split along ethnic lines, and foreign powers will move in. Well, doesn't sound too happy, does it? I mean, people are taking his claim a bit more seriously. And the thing of it is, he did this whole prediction. His cataclysm on the downfall of the U.S. was actually spoken in the year 1998. It's 2009 now, and he predicts that this might happen by 2010. I personally don't believe that it will happen in the next year, but given the state that the United States is under, something like this doesn't seem, it doesn't seem too far away. Like I said earlier, some of the greatest nations in the world have fallen because of the human factor. Power, greed, corruption. They want to be in complete control. They need absolutely everything around them. And you know the old saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely.